Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, I'm going to be introducing you to, or doing a first impressions video for a new hero collector game called SEVENS Story. Now this game just recently launched a couple of days ago, actually I believe like on Friday last week, over on the Japanese App Store, and I decided to download it, check it out because it kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I didn't know if I was going to really enjoy this game just because of mainly the preview images over on the App Store. However, I downloaded it and I've been a little bit addicted to it. It's a lot of fun. Now, in the title of this video, I talk about how this is essentially Fire Emblem Heroes meets Dragalia Lost. And what I mean by that is it's like taking the aesthetics and some of the gameplay functions, such as like progression from Dragalia Lost, and combining it with the grid-based combat system of Fire Emblem Heroes. So what I'm going to do is let's just go ahead and jump into the actual gameplay and show you what I mean. And now we're just going to jump into some of the previous stages that I've completed. Now, some of the things in this game that I really like are the character models, especially the 2D ones, which we'll get into a little bit later in this video, but also the fact that the game rewards you so much. Like, I've gotten tons and tons of rewards, and in fact, I have like a whole bunch of summoning tickets and stuff I've left over that I've been just trying so hard not to use because I wanted to save them for this video. So with the combat, there is a grid-based combat system to this. However, one thing that I have one small little gripe behind it, which we'll get into a little bit later, but essentially you got this grid-based combat. The middle button in the center is kind of like an automatic button. If I go ahead and just tap that, my character will move to the area that it specifically designated. Usually it'll move you to the closest target or where the character is most effective. And then if I go ahead and click on it again, they'll just go ahead and do a basic attack. So I can just go ahead and tap on this and essentially just play the game by just tapping on it if I wanted to. Now, you can turn on auto combat by holding it down, and it'll automatically just go through and have your characters activate their attacks. And the abilities for the game, there's a lot of passive abilities, but a lot of characters have ultimate abilities which require gems. So you see just above that circular button, there's those 3 glowing gems. Now every turn, I will gain another gem, and then once I've gotten a certain amount of gems, I can go ahead and activate certain abilities. However, if I wanted to, I can actually pass one of my character's turns and automatically gain a gem from that character. So I can gain those gems faster, allowing me to activate certain abilities faster. However, this is one thing that kind of bugs me, is if you go into it playing automatically or just simply just tapping the button and letting your characters go through it, the next character that has the ability to use their ultimate ability will just automatically go ahead and use it instead of doing a basic attack, and that really bugs me. Now you can actually go in and change that. If you go into the settings, the third one from the bottom, this one right here that I'm kind of swapping back and forth, if you turn that off, it'll make it so they don't automatically use their ability. It'll just make it so the ability has to be manually used. I've kept it on because I've set up my team in such a way that I use the most effective ability first. Now, my main character right here, the one that I've currently got selected, this fire character, she's my first 5-star hero that I've collected. Her ultimate ability, which if you go on the tap on the right one, you can go ahead and manually activate it if you have it turned off. But I have her set up because she's the first one that it comes back around to where I have enough gems to be able to activate her ability, and because I've got it set up on automatic, she'll automatically go ahead and use it, and she's the one that has the strongest one. However, if you're playing this manually and there are certain characters like healers and stuff that you've got set to go maybe 4th, you might want to save on to some of those gems and not have your characters automatically go ahead and use them. Now, the characters, their turn order is based on how you set them up on your team. So the first 2 are your frontline characters, and then 3 and 4 are your backline characters, plus the order on which they go. So if I put my knight, this girl character, as my #1 hero, which means she gets to go first, and things like that. So if I go ahead to, another thing that can be a little weird is if I go ahead and move this character out of the way and hit the center button, it'll automatically end her turn. I don't want to do that. So if you manually move your character, you need to manually select your target to let them know that, hey, I want to attack this. So let's go ahead and attack that, finishing off that demon. And then you can see that the little arrow pops up saying if I go ahead and just automatically press the button, my character will move there. What if I don't want my character to move there? Maybe I want him to move over here instead and then attack it. That's totally fine. You just have to make sure that you don't accidentally hit that middle button before you select an enemy that you want to attack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have her move automatically. Same with her. Now you can attack, there's little walls that pop up, you can go ahead and attack them and destroy them, similar to Fire Emblem Heroes. But this game is kind of like right between Fire Emblem Heroes and like Final Fantasy Tactics in terms of like gameplay. Another thing too that you can activate in this game is like a beast, kind of like the dragons in Dragalia Lost. Now if I go ahead and click on the bottom left, I can activate one of my monsters. Only requires 2 monster gems in order to activate it, and I'll go ahead and pop it down right here in the center. I think I can maybe target this guy. Let's put it right there. I should be able to hit both of them, and then activate my beast. So they'll be summoned by my goddess, and there's my beast. I think it just does like a basic wind attack. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do. It does a decent amount of damage, and then I'm just gonna run up and attack this one. Now on the bottom right, if I click on this one, it'll show me the attack range of the enemy. So if you're trying to move certain characters out of the way, that's where you can kind of go see where the danger zone is. So we're just gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna turn on auto combat so you guys can see what that looks like, and my characters will just automatically move, going around and attacking this boss enemy that I'm going up against. Another thing too is as you're going through and you're completing levels and stuff, you'll get a lot of gems that you can use to summon and things like that. However, this is where one of my first gripes come in with the game, and usually I like to let you guys know whenever you play these foreign games, how easy is it to get into the game if you don't know the language. This one's pretty easy if you don't want to get too in-depth into it. You can basically go through, press the red button, going through levels, leveling up, collecting items, collecting characters if you really don't want to worry too much about it. However, if you want to understand characters' abilities, upgrading them in specific ways, trying to get 3 crowns on every single map, that's where I have a problem with, because there's a lot of little buttons here and there all over the place that you may not understand fully starting off. So for example, let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. Let's go ahead and jump into my character. So you can basically understand with these images, you can go through and look at the different heroes, items, and monsters that you have collected. This one up on the top is basically your hero formation that I was talking about before. If I go and hit on the second one, it's basically upgrading your character. You can understand that simply by just looking at the images. Now, if I go ahead and click on a hero, let's say I want to go ahead and upgrade my my 5-star hero right here. This is where a lot of things start getting really confusing. There's all these little buttons all over the place. There's all these weird ways to upgrade your character. I'm hoping I can at least alleviate that for some of you. Now, this first one right here, this one is you have to, it requires specific trophies that you get through summoning to limit break your characters, meaning if their max level is 50, then you can get it 55, 60, 65, and then 70. And then these other ones, you use training points, which you get by leveling up and playing with that specific character to upgrade things like HP, attack, and things like that, basic stats on this first one. The second one increases things like defense, attack, and things that specifically target your abilities. And then this final one are, this one right here specifically upgrades their passive ability, and then some other bonuses and stuff like that that you can eventually lock special abilities and passives. And at first I was so confused. I had to do a lot of translations in order to get that, but I'm hoping that me telling you this is essentially where you go to upgrade your characters will help you if you guys decide to get into this game. Now let me just show you kind of an example. So on the bottom left, right, let's actually go over here. So this one is a basic attack increase. It could be crit increase, crit chance, damage, anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and use some training points, which you get by simply playing through the game, to actually go ahead and upgrade that. So let's go ahead and upgrade it, and there you go. And then I can go ahead and spend 200 points on this one and upgrade my character right there. Now I actually do like this upgrading system. It doesn't require you to go get any kind of special items. It just requires you to play with that hero in order to upgrade them, in order to progress them. So essentially, if there are characters that you want to upgrade and play with, just play with them and they slowly get better, which I really, really like that aspect behind the game. On top of that too, is I haven't found a way to upgrade the star ranking for a character. I believe you can't. So if you've got a 3-star hero, they're going to stay as a 3-star hero. If you got a 5-star hero, that's the max that you can go to. Now, I have been super stoked to show you some of the cool things in this game, especially summoning, but I gotta let you guys know too, another thing is if you decide to jump in and play the game right now, they'll actually give you a free 5-star hero because they're doing a special crossover event with the 7 Deadly Sins anime. Now if you go in and jump into the story mode right here, just by completing the very first story mode, all you have to do is just go through it and listen to it. You get a free 5-star hero, which is actually a pretty dang good healer. Let me go ahead and actually show you real quick the healer that I got. So it's Elizabeth from the anime. So there she is right there. I can go ahead and show you some of the 3D models for her. You can see how she like kind of runs, how she activates certain abilities. How she, I think there's one where like she can like faint or something like that when she dies and stuff like that. Also another thing too is you can see like the 2D animated art style for them. And this is another thing that I absolutely love about this game is the higher the rarity of a character, the more interesting and dynamic their base is. And what I mean by that, look at her base, like the thing that she's standing on is so like, it's large, it's dynamic, there's characters in the background, it looks really, really fun. Now if I head over to my other 5-star hero, this one right here, and take a look at her background, she's got this like giant castle, there's like birds flying, there's roses everywhere. Now if I head over to a 4-star hero, this guy right here, you can see that the platform is smaller. It's still interesting, but it's smaller. You can see there's some buildings in the background, like a cat with a fish, but it's definitely a lot smaller than the other one. Now, if I go over to a 3-star hero, this one, you can see that the base is simply just some grass on stone. It's nothing special. And if I go to a 1-star hero, it's just it's a patch of dirt. So it's definitely not that special, but that's one thing I love is collecting those 5-star heroes to see how interesting and dynamic their background is. Now, some other stuff I want to go ahead and show you guys too is when it comes to progressing and upgrading your characters, you're going to want to go over to the special events tab. Now, there aren't any items that you can collect, like experience scrolls that you can just dump into the character. If you want to upgrade them, you have to go to these special dungeons. And now in order to enter these dungeons, you have to use keys. Now, if you look on the top right of each of these areas, you see it says 1, 3, 5, 10. The higher the difficulty, the more keys it requires you to use. But the more rewards that you get. So if I slowly go through and upgrade through this, you can see that level 99 is going to cost me 100 keys in order to play through it once, but it's going to give me a ton of experience points to upgrade my character. Now the game does give you a decent amount of keys here and there, but it's definitely something you're probably going to want to save and not just spend willy-nilly on like 3 2-star heroes. You're going to want to take in your 5-star and 4-star heroes, the ones that you're mainly using in order to upgrade them through there. You can also get gems to upgrade your characters and monsters, gold, there's special boss events that you can take on as well, and like I said, special event stories too. Another interesting aspect of this game is there's a little garden that you grow. You collect seeds by playing through the game, and then you can plant those seeds in here, and then after 30 minutes to an hour, they'll eventually blossom, bloom, whatever, and then you can go through and gather them, collecting those items, and then they give you some of them give you gems, some of them just give you enhancements to certain passive bonuses. So I'll go ahead and show you what that kind of looks like. So I got a whole bunch, so I just got vegetables, I didn't get any gems, but you can see that there's gonna be 3 stats that pop up. Now these are stats that correlate to this little bunny dude. These essentially correlate with things like how many item drops you get, how much experience and things like that, just small little passive bonuses, kind of like overall account passives that you have that you're gonna wanna focus on. So you wanna kind of come back here as often as possible to make sure that you plant your garden so that you can collect them in about a half an hour. So I've rambled on, I've talked a lot about it. There's one last thing I wanna show you before we do a couple of summons. And if you guys wanna see more gameplay footage for this game, let me know down below in the comments. And if you've been enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. So the last thing I wanna show you is that this game has an insane amount of heroes. Like a ton. I've been summoning a good amount, and I'm still nowhere near like the amount of heroes. Like, I don't even think I'm like halfway or like even a third. And it's not all just like, there's some games that like have the same hero but different elemental types. No, this game, it's got different heroes, different elements all over. So you can see all the different heroes that you can collect in this game, and there are a lot. 4 stars, 5-star heroes, there's a ton. And one thing, I kind of like it, you can't look at the heroes that you don't have unlocked, but you can look at the heroes that you do have unlocked, and I actually like that. Now, when you unlock the heroes, you actually unlock special story missions that you can play through, and you get special rewards, specifically gems, by completing these story missions, similar to the kind of how like Dragalia Lost does it. So let's go ahead and end the video off by doing some summons, and we're gonna spend all of our summons on the special banner right now because I want to get Meliodas because he's super cool. So I've got some basic tickets that we can do some single summons, and I've got 2 10-time summons. And in fact, I believe if you jump in right now, you'll probably get about 3 10-time summons. and by playing about a day and a half, you'll have enough gems to be able to do another one. Now, this is the last gripe that I have with the game. You can see at the bottom, there are 4 options I can select. The ones I'm going to pick are the bottom 2, where I've got 3 tickets and then 2 10-time summoning tickets. The one above that where it says 100 and 2800, this is where it bugs me, but it has a difference between free premium gems, which you collect simply by playing through the game, and paid premium gems. What that means is if I spend, let's say, $1 for 100 gems, I can do 1 summon for 100 gems. However, if I don't spend any money on the game, it requires 400 gems to do a free premium summon. Does that make sense? It's kind of hard to explain, but let me go ahead and just use some of these basic summoning tickets real quick. And I think we just got a 4-star or 5-star hero. I guess we're gonna find out. It's gold, and I believe that's a 4-star. And I believe we already had her. Now, because I already had her, I unlocked a trophy, which I can use to limit break other heroes, and I unlock items that I can use to equip onto other heroes as well. So, there we go. I already unlocked her. Okay, let's go ahead and just do a couple more of these. And then you'll see what I mean by the paid premium gems only cost 100 for a summon, but the free premium gems cost 400 to summon. So, it bugs me a little bit. That I'm like, what? But at the same time, the game gives you so many gems that it doesn't bug me too much, but it's kind of annoying that you basically are getting a 4 times better value by spending money than those people that are gonna try to free-to-play grind through it. So, but that's just my opinion. The game does have options for free summoning, so. Now you can see the one that I had been clicking on switched to now it requires 400 gems in order to do a single summon, but paid gems only requires 100 of them. So take that how it is. It bugs me a little bit, but not too much. I don't know. You guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that in the comments below. So let's go ahead and do my 2-time summons. And I have been so excited to see what I can get. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 10-time summons. We've got at least a 4-star. I don't think we've got a rainbow gem. Here we go. So gray, a couple 3-stars. Oh, there's a 4-star, 3. Oh, 3 4-stars. Awesome. Okay. So I think we got a new hero with her. And then we got a duplicate. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. Another new hero. Awesome. Look at that. She's riding a little llama. And then a 4-star hero. This kind of cool looking mage guy. I might add him to my team because he looks really cool. But I'm hoping to go for the full 5-star team. So I think we already had him. I think he's on my team right now. So I might be able to upgrade him using some of those items and stuff. Got a new hero. We got a new assassin character. Looks pretty cool. Another 4-star snow. I love the art style of the backgrounds. I don't know why. I think they look so cool. You see like the little snowman and the arrows to the apple. So we haven't gotten anything yet besides Elizabeth from the 7 Deadly Sins. I haven't gotten any of those new heroes from it. So there we go. We got a couple of those. Completed that. It looks like we can get Meliodas after we do it like 10 times. So let's go ahead and do that another time. Cross your fingers for the rainbow. I don't think we got a rainbow. I'm pretty sure we just got a 4-star. Dang it, I want to get another 5-star. So we got 2 4-stars, 5 4-stars. Wow, okay, that's pretty sweet. Okay, we got some extra items. We got a new, we got a rainbow, no way! Oh my gosh, no freaking way! That is incredible. I can't even believe that just happened. All right, Meliodas, welcome to the team. Oh my gosh, I'm like, another rainbow. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a full 5-star team now. Holy crap, that is insane. I can't even believe that. I didn't even know that was possible. 2 5-star heroes, you saw it here first, guys, on the Koolio Gaming channel. Can we go for another one? Oh man, that'd be insane if we got 3 5-star heroes. And there's some really cool heroes in this game. And last one, so we got, wow, we got 3 4-star heroes and 2 5-star heroes. I can't even believe that happened. That is crazy. And then we can finally check off to see how many gems it costs. So it costs 4,000 gems to do one more. And we are going to go ahead and spend that. I'm hoping to get at least one more character from the 7 Deadly Sins. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and roll it. Come on, come on, come on. Gold. 1 gold. Just 1? Please don't say that. Okay, 2 gold at least. Oh, this is not promising, you guys. This is not promising. Okay, we got a new character. Oh, no, we didn't. We got items. New character, awesome. Okay, so we did not get a 5-star with that one. So we only got one more golden ball to open up. And we gotta hope that it turns into a rainbow, which I don't think is gonna happen. I think all of our luck happened in that last one. That is insane. And I think it's the next one after this. Ah, dang it, nope. We did not get it, that's all right. That is totally fine, you guys. We got another summon there. It's cool that they've got kind of a little bit of a pity rate summon going on right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our new heroes before we end the video, because that is, I'm freaking stoked to check out that hero. Meliodas, where are you? 5-star Meliodas. There you are. I can't believe we got 2 5-stars. That is so crazy. There's his 3D model. You can see his walking animation, one of his basic attacks. He does a ton of damage too, so I'm like super pumped to have him on my team. And let's go ahead and take a look at his character model. Man, that looks so freaking sweet. I love the art and the background style. It looks so cool. And let's go ahead and take a look at our last 5-star hero. Where is he? Right there. And there he is. Look how cool he looks. That's awesome. Well guys, like I said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. This has been a fantastic video. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.